are currently moored up in the height of Storm Ewan, and as you can see, it's quite hairy out there at the moment. Winds are gusting about 60 mile an hour at the moment, but we're quite sheltered. AmyJo is laying quite calmly on her mooring, but as you can see, it's getting a bit rough out there, and this is easing off now. It's not as bad as it was. There you can see the squalls of wind coming down the canal. Those dark patches are gusts of wind approaching AmyJo. While staying at Whittington Wharf, we went into the Navigation Inn and met up with Gary and Nikki and Noah from Chuggabug and Andy from Wharf Moon, and we had a lovely evening meal catching up with each other.
Steve, AmyJo, Chris and Jack from Ellesmere. So Steve's got the boat to himself for today.
What's that, Smudge?
What's this?
Smudge has his own table setting now. Admittedly, it's after we've eaten, so don't worry, folks. There's not a problem of food contamination. Go on then, take it.
It's not going to.
Oh,
It will now. Yeah.
But he has this thing about prawn crackers. He absolutely loves them. And they're only made of rice, so they're not going to do him any harm. And the table mats, we wipe them over afterwards anyway. So but the thing is, now he's finished, he knows there's still some left in the bowl.
Little cheeky boy.
Well, good morning, folks.
It's a nice sunny morning.
It's a beautiful morning this morning. As you can see, I've only got a jumper on. It's that warm. So, having had a few days at Whittington and got a few appointments out the way, we're now on the move again.
Hopefully to Ellesmere if there's space.
Yeah, hopefully to Ellesmere, but we'll see what happens. We've had reports that it's quite busy there, so we'll have to wait and see how it goes on. We're now retracing our steps back down the Llangollen Canal. Leaving our moorings at Whittington behind, we continued downstream before mooring up in the Ellesmere Arm. Having spent 14 days in the Ellesmere Arm, we left and spent one night at Blakemere before cruising on and ending up mooring just past Hampton Bank. Before getting underway properly, we reversed the short distance back onto the Whittington Highboat Wharf to fill up with diesel and water and empty the cassette. What a morning, eh? Just look at that. It is lovely today, and it's warm, surprisingly. Or it feels warm, there's hardly any wind. And we're making good way. It's got the canal to ourselves by the look of it. Haven't seen a soul today, to be honest. And it looks like they've been along and cut the hedges, obviously before the mating season starts for the birds. So they've got all their hedges neatly trimmed. I actually quite like them when they look like that. It makes the place look so much tidier, but I know it's artificial. But hey ho, they've done a good job, to be fair.
something. So that one wasn't reported, was it, Steve?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, you look quite nice there against the blue background of the sky.
Alright, I'm trying to get the bow round because she drifted into the bank.
Yeah, there we go.
You can see the tree better there.
There we go. Just enough room for us to pass there was there.
Now you remember the gorse that we saw on the way up that I said was still in bloom? Well, I think it actually flowers around about Easter time. So it's obviously coming into bloom, not still in bloom. But there you go. Well, no guesses where we've ended up mooring. And we're never far away. Hello, Jen.
The bag lady.
The bag lady, yeah.
I was the bag lady yesterday.
Yep, we're in the Ellesmere arm again. Well, we've just spotted our first sign of spring in January, would you believe? With some snowdrops on the opposite bank. Having spent 14 days in the Ellesmere arm, it was time to leave. But when we got to the end of the arm, ready to turn and wind and come back, we found two boats moored either side of the winding hole. And trying to turn AmyJo was a bit like that sketch, if you've ever watched The Spy That Shagged Me and the golf cart sketch in the film, you'll understand what we had to do to get AmyJo round.
So what he's doing is he's pushing against that to turn the back round. He may not have enough room.
When he's gone past, I'll push you that way.
Fortunately, a good gentleman offered to help and he pulled the bow around for me, otherwise we would have spent hours there. But he did a lovely job for us and we're truly grateful for him. And eventually we got the boat winded and got underway.
I know the poor horses felt like now.
This is 22 tons, so don't right, anyway. Yeah, that's it now. He will be fine. Just throw that on the front. Lovely. That's it. Thank you very much.
No, I'm just still waiting for David.
Well, good morning everybody.
Morning.
Good morning. And as you can see, we're not in Ellesmere anymore. We've left the arm.
Yeah.
And we've just taken a little cruise round to our favourite spot at Blakemere. As you can see, the lake behind us.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Even when the sun's not out, I still enjoy it.
I mean,
the
who
trees.
cannot like that?
There was a bit of a mist on it last night and this morning, which is good.
Yeah, that's it. So our plan today is to move on. We're slowly moving back down the Llangollen now. We still can't get off because Bridge 2 is still closed, but the plan today is to try and get down a little bit closer. We had hoped to stop at the Mosses, but there's an avian flu scare going on. We've had to stop for a little bit because Gary and Andy are moored up behind us, and Smudge has decided he wanted to go on Gary's boat.
We've obviously got better quality sausages than you have.
You've got better quality sausages indeed. Well, after that, retrieving Smudge off of Gary's boat, Chuggerbo.
He's now on his lead.
He's now on his lead, so we'll continue. So, what were we about to say? You were away at...
I've been back to Chester because Joanne's little dog, or big dog, Akita, has been spayed. But unfortunately, she had complications, so I had to be rushed back into the dog hospital.
Yeah,
but
she was quite poorly.
Yeah, she'd got internal bleeding, which it can be a complication, but it is very rare. But Luna being Luna has to do it, doesn't she? But good news is she's recovering all better. Well. So I just stayed up there with Joanne because she was a bit worried about being left on her own with Luna.
Yeah. So she's recovering well, and she'll soon be underway again. Good morning. But as you can hear, the engine's running, so we're ready to get underway.
Yes.
So let's go, shall we, and see where we end up, because we haven't planned where we're going to stop yet.
We're just going to find somewhere nice.
Excuse the camera shaking. Let's see you soon. Yeah, we spent 14 days in Ellesmere, had a great time in there. And as Chris said, she went off to Joanne's to help her with the dog. And 14 days is a fair long time, so we didn't really do much, but yeah, we're getting underway now. Crew are getting on the station.
Yeah.
In their usual spots. Chris just pointed out Teletubby Hills. For those of you abroad, I don't know if you know the Teletubbies. It's a children's programme with 4 characters.
Yeah, I know one of them's Lala, but I don't know.
Lala, Dipsy, Poe, and I forget the other one.
Oh, we'll have to look that up.
We'll look it up and put it on the bottom. Yeah. But these hills remind us of the area where they live. Teletubbies! We are approaching the Mosses. You can see how wet and boggy it is through the trees there. Well, this is the winding hole south of Ellesmere, and there are a lot of tree branches under the water here apparently. And I don't know if you can see through the trees there, but it looks like they're digging something up out there. I don't know what that is. You can see some diggers and big lorries and earth movers. It's a beautiful cottage here. Absolutely gorgeous. Thatched roof. And just look at those grounds. Absolutely fabulous. Very impressed with the chimney on this one. Looks like a lighthouse. And just through the trees there is Colmere. And we've moored here before now, just behind me, our visitor moorings. And we've walked all the way around the mere. It's quite a walk, but it's a lovely spot. I don't often complain about the cold, but it is flipping freezing. I've never felt so cold on the back of the boat for ages. But fortunately there's very little wind, so it's not making it feel even colder. But man, I've got a thermal underlayer, a thick jumper, and this big coat, and I am starting to feel really cold now. I'll be glad to get moored up. And I've not said that very often, I have to say. We're just coming up to the Neil Bridge and the Neil boats. So we haven't got far to go now to get Hampton back. This is the Neil Trust, making holidays accessible for the disabled. What a lovely job they do. This is permanent mooring. And what a permanent mooring, he's cleared a little bit of space there, so he's gradually working on it slowly. We were thinking of stopping here at Hampton Bank, but we've got no internet whatsoever on that mooring. So we're going to move on to Bettisfield. However, Smudge is off the boat, and Smudge being Smudge doesn't want to join us on the boat. So Chris is having to walk him down to the next bridge hole and put his lead on him, and then we'll try and get him back on board. Funny how the internet works, isn't it? We went under the bridge, as you saw, and we've come round the corner and we found this little mooring spot. There's not a lot here, and it's right out in the middle of nowhere. But the internet is absolutely amazing. Don't know why this particular spot is good, but we're getting fabulous upload and download speeds here. So we're stopping here tonight. And the good news also, the sun is trying to break out. So fingers crossed.
That's it for this week, folks. We can't leave without saying, as usual, a special thank you to our Patreon crew and our channel members and our new Ko-fi members. Click the like button if you enjoyed the vlog, and if you haven't already done so, please click the subscribe and hit the bell icon for future notifications of future vlogs. And if you would like to join our Patreon crew or channel members, please see the links below to join up. And a very big thank you to all our new subscribers. Welcome aboard Life on Board AmyJo, and thank you for watching. Until next week, stay safe, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time on Life on Board AmyJo. Bye.